This was and is the proper basis for defining public education. Whether a school is organized by privately financed educators, or town councils, or religious orders or denominations, any school that serves the public and is held accountable by the public authority provides public education. A key tenet of America 2000 is real reform for parents to choose their children's schools. We won't have full confidence, full choice in education until the dollar follows the scholar. And that's how it works in federal aid programs for college students. You know that. We don't exclude students who choose private schools, including religious schools. By unleashing market forces, we can encourage creative competition among public, private, and parochial schools. And this will improve education for everyone. I congratulate Ohio on the 1989 reform legislation that takes the first steps toward parental choice. This provides choice only among public schools, that is, government-operated schools. But this will help, though we know we've got to go farther.
Thank you. My name is Alice Linehan. I am Vice President of Women on the Wall, and more importantly, as I said earlier, I'm the mother of 3. I'm opposed to all of the bills laid out. You keep talking about parents' right to choose. I do not get the right to educate my child the way that I see fit from the state. It is an alienable right that I've been given by God. To say I need government-regulated school choice legislation or a Constitution amendment means I am handing my rights over to the state to regulate my choices. To follow up on what Senator West said earlier, he said that school choice law is political. I agree. Over the last 10 years, I've been speaking across the state and country about 21st century education reform. When speaking, I tell a story of a friend of mine who is an FBI agent that stopped the bombing of the Republican National Convention. He talks about how they organized in the green, yellow, and red people. The green people were hardworking Democrats that just disagreed with the Republicans, and they bust them there to hold up protest signs. Then you had the yellow people, who are bust there to hold up PVC pipe to hold back the police. The green people didn't know about the yellow people. Then you had the red people, the ones that would throw the Molotov cocktail or throw the bomb. They're the ones that organized it. My question for you is, in education reform and this school choice legislation, are you green, yellow, or red? Because the reds are funding an agenda. And I hope you'll ask me who the red people are in this agenda. Because over the last 10 years I have studied, and I know who's funding the school choice agenda at a national level and a state level, and they were here today testifying as invited guests at this hearing. Those of us who've been studying this and sounding the alarm have to sit here for hours and wait to be heard. So I will answer any questions that you have.
Thank you, Ms. Linehan. Members, any questions?
Dallas ISD superintendent, during your State of the State, tweeted saying, if this happens, private schools should be held to the same accountability and transparency. How can that happen? If they're private, they can't be held to a state standard, can they?
Well, they can be held to accountability standards. And the way that it would be structured, there would be a third party in charge of ensuring that accountability will be upheld. The state can impose accountability for any institution that receives this money. So yeah, accountability will apply.
Who currently holds our school districts accountable for testing and requirements?
I guess us, probably.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.